Welcome to the morning show with Dave and Rob on the Southern Fried Podcast. We get you up, we start you right, we rock your mornings all the time. Grab your coffee and your smile, join on in for a while. Hear that rooster sing, coffee's ready for a fling. Southern Fried has news for you. Updates on life's going on, and maybe a joke or two. Get up, pray up, and coffee up. Welcome to the morning show with Dave and Rob on the Southern Fried Podcast. We get you up, we start you right, we rock your mornings all the time. Grab your coffee and your smile, join on in for a while. We got laughs, we got prayer, celebrate our nation every day. Love our vets, love our land. It's the home of the free and the land of the brave. Get up, pray up, coffee up. Welcome to the morning show with Dave and Rob on the Southern Fried Podcast. We get you up, we start you right, we rock your mornings all the time. Grab your coffee and your smile, join on in for a while. So come on in and have a blast, for a good time that will last. Start your day with a smile, with the hosts that do the most. And get up, pray up, coffee up. Welcome to the morning show with Dave and Rob on the Southern Fried Podcast. We get you up, we start you right, we rock your mornings all the time. You grab your coffee and your smile, join on in for a while.
Good Monday morning to everybody out there at Southern Fried Podcast Land. We are so glad y'all are in here with us this morning. What in the world am I doing? Okay. Here we go. Sorry. Clicked the wrong button, guys. We hope y'all have a great day today. I'm Rob. That's Dave. And we are here to start your week off right. How you doing this morning, Dave?
I'm doing pretty good. Got a cup of coffee. I'm ready to go. We've already been on the air this morning and ready to rock. It's Monday. Yeah.
Yes.
Good morning, Miss Jen.
Yeah.
Hope you're having a great day.
Yes.
Hope everybody had a great Father's Day.
Absolutely.
For all you fathers out there, and to those who honored your father. We should do that every day, but
yeah,
it's good to have a day set aside. Some people might need a reminder.
Yes. Well, we had a great weekend this weekend. Had a lot of stuff going on, a lot of positive stuff. Had some negative stuff, but had a lot of positive stuff going on too. And I like that. Did you see where one of our favorite legacy media corporations were shocked at the lack of dark, malevolent energy at the military parade in D.C.?
No.
Oh,
I didn't have time to check on the legacy media, so.
Yeah. I have to do it for the laughs, sir. Come on now. You have to admit, they can be some of the funniest people in the world. And I get this story's off Fox, of course, you know, they love covering them anyway, but talking about MSNBC, and it's Ali Velshi and Chris Hayes, and Chris said, one thing I will say, I want to go back to you, Ali, that again, when we talk about the sort of tension in the country, and sometimes, you and I have both been at Trump rallies, and this can be very tense. I would say, like kind of a dark. It works better with the surfer type accent from the 80s. I would say like kind of a dark, malevolent energy, like sometimes in them, not always, but it doesn't seem like that's the energy on the mall today, which I think is a good sign, right? But I think the other guy was like, yeah, dude, totally radical. That's totally gnarly. Sorry, I don't want to insult the surfers out in California. But come on. He said, correct. You're really correct about that, Chris. And it's something we're watching for. I'm just sort of surprised the number of people who were at the front of the parade watching and cheering, and then would come back and ask to take a selfie. This is a very different, this is a very different mood here. People seem to be going out of their way to say that they're here to celebrate the Army's 250th birthday. Imagine that. What was the parade for?
I believe that everything went off without a hitch. There was no problems. They did arrest one guy that had multiple magazines on him, but the police took care of that.
Yeah.
No problems.
Yeah. That is hilarious to me. I'm sorry. I just, they've lost all credibility. I think personally, all of them have.
They tried to craft the whole thing as a celebration for just his birthday, but it was the Army's birthday as well.
Yeah.
And, nothing wrong. Most of the cost was paid for by private corporations and stuff who gave into it. So all their talking points really fell on deaf ears.
Oh no. I don't believe they fell on deaf ears. They may have been wrong, but their party ate it up. Everything they said.
I meant ears that matter, Rob.
Oh, thank you.
Ears that matter. I don't think most of the country gave one crap about the talking points of the leftists. I'm just being honest. I think people are just fed up with that. So
I love it. I mean, beers that matter, Rob. I like it, dude.
I could care less about people that all they want to do is tear down and not try to build up.
Broski says my ears matter. Well, if I was on that side, it wouldn't.
These are people supporting people carrying foreign flags through our streets like that's where they live.
Okay. Is it just me? I brought this up a couple times, but is it just me, or are these illegal aliens that want to be here in the United States, burning American flags and carrying their flags from their country of origin? Is that just silly? Do they want to be here or not? I mean,
well, I think they want to be here, but be here on their terms,
No.
Meaning, we'll take all you can give us, but we're wanting, like this group that says they're going to get back huge swaths of American land. No, you're not. We're not giving it up.
No.
These people are
Right.
loons. If they think we're going to give up hundreds, thousands of square miles just because you say it so, no, that's not how that works, bub.
No.
If you want to tackle us militarily, go for it, because that's the only way you're getting back the land.
Well, yeah, broski. Yeah, I guess it could be considered an act of war when you think about it that way. And, you know, we should address it properly with Mexico. You know, take about, I don't know, 100 yards past that border going south, and then make that a demilitarized zone. Don't cross it. We'll just keep the land, though.
There's a lot of things I don't like about. I mean, I get it. We have to have a crossing point, but I don't like the fact that years ago they made it legal for those drivers to drive their trucks on American highways.
Mm-hmm.
I think they should have to stop and transfer that to American truck drivers. That's my feeling on
it. Because they just either that or search. You have to search every truck. Every single.
They'll never do that because they don't want to devote that kind of resources, but they use a lot of technology, and you know, they're trained to look for certain things, but it's impossible to catch it all.
Right.
It's like shipping containers coming in. It's really, I don't say it's easy, but it is possible to get things through.
Yeah. Ugh.
Happy birthdays today to the late Tupac Shakur. He was born in 1971, not much younger than me. Of course, a tragic end. Football player Justin Jefferson, who seems like he ought to be older. He's only 25, and he's already that good. Wow. Pretty amazing for the Vikings. Great player. Lori Metcalf played in Roseanne, 69 years old. That's scary. I did not know she was that much older than me. Happy birthday to her. There's a few others. That's the biggest ones that I would mention today. But if it's your birthday, The Ultimate Warrior, that was another one. Died in 2014. The Ultimate Warrior's birthday today. Happy birthday to you if today's your birthday.
Salute to you. Well, it happened. The Democrats, you're fixed to hear, so much heck now. Here it comes. Somebody died in the protest. Here it comes. The No Kings. Here it comes. I've been trying to let everybody know, don't fall for this mess. Well, here it comes. And this guy, the shooter, was running toward the crowd with a gun, if I understand it correctly, and they shot him. He had a gun up in the firing position. And one of the guys that was trying to put him down missed him and hit an innocent bystander behind him. Here we go. They push and push and push and push for this and push for this and push for this and push for this. And now they got it, and they got their death. So hang on, America. Here comes the Democrats. I think the ones that organized all these things, because these are bought and paid for demonstrations. We know that.
Oh.
It's bought and paid for, and they put people into a dangerous situation. All right? And they encourage their people to get out for these things. And they encourage them to get out in this dangerous situation. Shouldn't they be held accountable?
Yeah.
I mean, really. I mean, they never will be, but they should be. These people did all the fundraising for it and everything. And, let's see if we can't get us somebody out there and get them killed. That'd be awesome. You know, Now this other guy's life is over. This guy here that was going to do the shooting, he's alive. It just, oh.
The local protest was poorly attended. It had few, no issues that I know of. It wasn't very big. Some areas only had a handful show up around the country. Some were massive.
Yeah.
No big changes expected out of those protests. And in fact, no changes whatsoever.
No. And it wasn't even reported on that big, was it?
There were people covering it. I didn't watch all of it, but there were media that was there and covering, talking to people and, man on the street kind of stuff.
Oh, and they cherry picked who they talked to. You know that. Most people didn't even know why they were there.
On the sports front, I did enjoy watching the race yesterday at Mexico City. It was a good race. I'm not a big fan of road courses, but that was pretty cool.
Okay.
SVG wins from down under. It was a good race. I enjoyed watching it. The only sports I watched yesterday. I didn't watch anything else.
The only sport I watched yesterday was running back and forth to the stove to get me some more spaghetti. I was doing them big old fork curls,
Okay.
I was being sporty.
So that's an Olympic sport.
Yes, eating should be an Olympic sport. Hey, Broski, that's another thing. We had the Olympic sports for women. Now, to be fair, you're going to have to do Olympic sports for men. Oh, did you hear about KJP? The former spokesperson for President Biden that defended him all the way through his dementia and all that stuff. Did you hear what she did?
Depends on what it is. There's news I knew and when it was.
She left the Democratic Party.
Yeah, I heard that.
An independent. Okay. No, she's still just as much a Democrat as she always been. My goodness. Ugh.
Another bit of sports news. Well, we should have a hockey champion soon. Florida Panthers won 5-2 Saturday over Edmonton. They're one win from winning back-to-back Stanley Cups. They can fill that full of booze and drink it. It's got to make the Canadians mad that it comes to America.
One more
I bet old Broski's a hockey fan. I bet he's a hockey fan. From being up there in Philly. I didn't say Jersey this time. Philly.
Well, I was going to say this, Canada. That's one more thing we've taken from you.
Is Miss Elizabeth back from Alaska?
I haven't heard. She's supposed to be. She is supposed to be.
My site manager left Friday. He's on that. I don't know where he's at this very moment, but he's left to go on the Alaska cruise. I'd like to do that sometime. If I was going to do a cruise, it would be the Alaska cruise. I hope she got some video pictures and stuff. That'd be cool. I'd love to visit Alaska.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't stay there a long time. I don't want to live in darkness for a while.
Depends on which part of Alaska you go to. I've been out on the Aleutian Islands and out on Adak. It wasn't full dark and full sun. I mean, the days would be, in the wintertime would be 3 or 4 hours long. In the wintertime, that's how long, or in the summertime, that's how long the nights would be. And then in the winter, you have exceptionally long nights. I mean, it's
suicide rates are very high in Alaska, and alcoholism. It's depressing. There's such extreme cold sometimes, extended length of darkness. It's hard to get people to want to go there and stay.
I mean, to go there and visit's one thing.
Yes, Miss Jen. I've been avoiding talking about the lowly Braves. When you can't even beat the worst team, and you get beat 10-1, that might be the game that gets the coach fired right there. I mentioned on the sports show, was it time for him to go because the team is not moving in the right direction? Not that it's all his fault, but that's usually what happens. It's time to fire the coach and start resetting this thing. They're going to cut some players. It's just, you're making a lot of money and you're getting beat by that team 10-1. Everybody's job is on the line. Everybody's job.
But at least Ronald Acuna's back.
Well, it don't matter. He could be trade bait. Who knows? They could get a haul for him.
Mm-hmm.
10-1. Good grief.
Yeah. Why'd you have to bring that up this morning? That wasn't very nice. Now, you done depressed all of us. We're supposed to be pumping people up this morning. I pushed them down.
That's
the
the
Rockies are like, yay, we've kicked the Braves butt 10-1.
Miss Jen be the one to show up if the Dogs lost to Georgia Tech. And sad sports news for the weekend, the Bulldogs lost to the Yellow Jackets. We'd be like,
Oh.
We're like, don't say it.
Oh, she wouldn't do that.
That was pretty cool how she just slid that in there. I like that. That sports commentary. Dagger to the heart of Braves fans. State Trooper. Well, you got stories. They used to have
Alaska. I didn't know that they had roads in Alaska. I mean, I know they got a few out on the coast, but do you imagine getting that guy getting a call? Hey, there's somebody here up in the Klondike that's drunk driving. I need you to get up here and find him.
Not me.
I guess is his name Dudley? And his last name Do-Right? Oh, wait, that's Canada.
I would not want to be in Alaska and trying to hunt down a drunk person that cold. It'd be like, okay, we didn't find him. We're headed for the office. Cars stuck all the time. Trucks. There's some rough areas up there. I just, God bless them. Gotta be tough. State Trooper, City Trooper might be okay, but state. We need you to come down here. Okay, it'll take me 2 days to get there.
See you in a couple of days.
I know they got them in zones, but man, you can't get nowhere fast.
No. Okay, I'll have to take a plane to get down to that part.
We do know some people that have churches up there, and the access is plane.
Yeah.
That's how they get their supplies in and everything. There's no roads. But there's people that live there in this part. And they land the plane on the water, and that's how they get in and out.
No, I don't want to do that.
No.
The
adventurous spirit. It's hard enough for me to get out of North Georgia sometimes.
That can be pretty adventurous right there, dude.
Well, dang right. That I-24, let me grow up a little bit more. I took my granddaughter up because of the funeral, or I went up to be with her for the funeral for her grandmother. And I'm going to tell you what, I thought I thought I was going to die at the same location these other people died. Trucks, cars going left, right. I saw trucks that they had the trailer rocking where they slammed on the brakes so fast and they were trying to move over because people were cutting them off and they were cutting other people off. It was just a free-for-all. I told my wife, I said, look at this mess. Thank you, Tennessee Department of Transportation. Not. Good grief.
Wow.
That is the absolute worst intersection in the world, I think. My gosh. If you don't know what we're talking about, if you visit Chattanooga, you're coming up 75, you'll find it.
It's called the I-24 split.
It's horrible. They've made it worse.
Ugh.
Do they still pay you $1,000 a year to stay in Alaska? Or it might be $2,000.
Not if you're stationed in the military.
Well, he's a trooper.
How about the rest of the people?
Well, he's a trooper.
Yeah. They should be able.
I think they give you a monthly a yearly stipend. I think that comes off the oil. I think that's a deal from the oil producers that pay that or pay into it or something like that. And if you're a nurse or a teacher or something like that, you're going to make a lot more money because it's hard to get them to stay up there. Doctor, nurse. I couldn't imagine being that type of cold. Have to leave your engine running.
Let's move it to the deep freeze. I mean, you might feel like that in the summertime, but you don't want to be there all the time.
I would not want to be in that. It's beautiful though, but that's just not for me. I bet he's got stories though.
I bet he does too.
Of course, about any state trooper would.
So I'm looking at this story right here, and I'm kind of in awe of it. And I really hope that the people that did this were not Americans. But apparently there's a museum in Italy. Okay. It's called the Palazzo Maffei in Verona, I guess. But they expose these tourist actions, and they have this thing called a Van Gogh chair. Have you heard this story?
No.
The chair was sitting out kind of where people could get to it, and it was really fragile and had all these crystals worked into it and stuff like that. And some big fat guy sat on the chair and broke it. He hit the floor and everything. But he actually broke the Van Gogh chair, which I think is classic because, Van Gogh cut his ear off. He was crazy. He broke his ear. This guy broke his chair. I don't know. Kind of seems. But, yeah, then they tried to run out and leave. It was covered in hundreds of Swarovski crystals, whatever those are. But the museum is going to be able to repair the chair, though.
So the question would be, Rob, if you were there, would the chair break? If you said it.
Oh, hell yeah. This thing was like put together with spit and toothpicks, dude. I mean, it's not like, it just looks like a regular dabbling wooden slat chair to me, like you'd see around an old dining room table or something, but it's blue. It's not blue. It's blue in color. But yeah, this guy sits on it and breaks it. And then they tried to run. One does. And here's this big fat guy. I can just see him running. He was waddling himself right on out the door. He was the first one they grabbed.
Oh, yeah.
They They went right up to him and go, hey, come here.
People that have size on them, they have to learn to pay attention to what they're fixing to set on. And you have to do this mathematical, it's not exact, but kind of a mathematical equation in your brain. Can that support me? Because the worst thing in the world is for a big fat person to make the wrong choice.
Yes.
And then that happens.
Fat people are paranoid about this too.
They are.
Yeah. You know, they're doing this fancy geometry and engineering math in their brain. If X equals Y and Y equals that, and fat is located in the genes, I should not wear my Levi's and sit on that chair. Hey, did you hear that new story that came out this weekend from the AP? They were talking about they have proven that being obese is hereditary. Did you hear that?
It sounds like a joke, a bad joke fixing to start here. I'll go with it, though. No, I didn't hear about it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, they said fat's found in the genes, like Levi's and Lee jeans and Rustler jeans. And
Steve-O, where are you at this morning? Rescue me from Rob.
Oh.
Broski Bear. Did you hear about the Western leftists who tried to march from Egypt to Gaza and were jacked up and beaten and thrown on buses by Egyptian military? No entry for beta. I didn't. But let me tell you, the Egyptian military, you never know how they're going to go, but sometimes they do the right thing. And if they don't want tensions escalating for Egypt, they will beat your butt down. They don't have a problem doing it.
Yeah.
These people, by the way, these people that come from the West, all of you, you need to keep your butt out of that. You think you know the area and the people, and you don't. You do not understand the culture. You do not understand the conflict. And all you're going to do is make it worse. And if you're very unlucky, you're going to die. You just because you sympathize with their movement doesn't mean they want you there.
Right.
They hate you just as much as they hate anybody else. Just know this. You come from the West. They hate your guts. Think you're going to march in there. My gosh. Hey, we're leftists. We're here. We support you. We don't care. Bam.
You come back all bloody, drop back a nub and everything else.
How'd your protest march go? Oh, well, I've got to have surgery.
It went okay till we got to the Egyptian border.
I don't think they really understood who we were. I think they thought we were someone else.
We was passing the pyramids. I think they shoved one up my backside.
They were just there to sell propane accessories, you know.
Oh, yeah. They were just there for the propane and propane accessories. They're looking for Ladybird.
And Egypt said, pop this.
Egypt said, I got a barbecue for you.
That's what I always said. When Egypt wants to, they can stop any tunnel. They know they're there. But at times, they will clamp down on their side. They're like, we're not having this. Bam. They're not a friend of Israel, but they understand the bigger implications sometimes.
Yeah. It would be funny if Egypt got a gut full of all this and just went over to slap the crap out of Iran. That would be funny.
Well, like I said, I think every country in the Middle East is cheering Israel on to a degree because they hate them. Yeah. Iran is everybody's enemy. I mean, who, except for Russia and China and North Korea, I mean, who really buddies up to Iran? When have you seen other leaders just flying into Tehran, taking in the sights? You know, you just don't see it. They don't like them.
Yeah. Michael, that's pretty darn funny. He said, it's pretty bad, though. Israel is a mix of different people, but they sure didn't want Greta Thunberg, whatever her name is. Yeah, they kicked her little butt right on out, didn't they?
Yeah, we don't want her. Like I said, some people think that they can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
Teary-eyed, whiny, crying, white beta male for me. Hey, the same goes.
From England.
The same goes for journalists.
Yeah.
Who sometimes think that, oh, these people are going to love us. We're for them. The next thing you know, beat down city.
And they laugh while they're doing it, usually, which I think is amazing. You know, I giggle like a little schoolgirl when I hook into a big old bass. And it seems like when they're doing a big old beatdown, they may be yelling, but it looks on camera like they're laughing. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little pop knots, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little pop knots. As they're beating them upside the head and they got knots popping up everywhere. Yeah. Those of y'all don't know what a pop knot is. I'll cover that this week on Southern Word of the Day. Pop knot. I guarantee you, Dave.
When I was in San Diego, we had this old boy on the military base. He proclaimed he had enough of the Navy. He said, "I'm packing my bag, going home to Mama."
Yeah.
The officer says, "See ya." So he begins to march with that 80-pound pack on his short little stubby legs, and he marched over from the island on the main base all the way to the front gate, where they were waiting on him to arrest him and give him a room and board in the brig for a while, and set him back all the way to the beginning of his military time in his company again.
Yeah.
They just said, "Sure, bud, see ya." They just made a phone call to the front gate. Hey, there's a short, stubby guy that's going to be coming your way with a pack on. Arrest him. He just thought, "I'll take my crap and march on."
Yeah.
No, you belong to us.
Michael says Greta's next job will be on CNN or ABC. I don't believe. Now, I could be wrong.
I don't see her doing that.
No, I don't think she's coherent enough for either of those jobs. I really don't. I don't think she's got the mental faculty for it. I think she's been programmed. She can memorize what to say, and that's about it. And she can say it passionately, but she doesn't. I don't think she has original thought or her own thought in her head.
Are you talking about Chelsea or Clinton now?
Both.
I'm
well,
sorry.
the only difference between Chelsea and Greta is the fact that Chelsea's parents are obviously a lot uglier than Greta's. Yes, Michael, by that logic, with her not having an original or unprogrammed thought in her brain, yes, she would be a fit on The View.
Well, there's a couple of them that are getting kind of old, so maybe they could be replacements.
Yeah. Whoopi and Joy Bear or whatever her name is. Yeah, they're getting on up there in years.
Yeah, Whoopi's having a hard time with that Whoopi part. I mean, she's getting a little older.
Dude, you're going to break Steve's heart. You know Whoopi's in the top 10 on his list. Just because of her name. Whoopi. I can hear him saying it. killed me for that. That's okay, though. That's okay. He's going to load up and drive down here to South Georgia, and I'm going to get my butt whooped, but it was worth it. Joy Bear is 82. Go ahead, Dave.
He's probably eating a Danish going down the road. He just spit it out the window. As he said, not again, Rob.
No, that's not what he said. He said, damn it, Rob. He had coffee come out his nose. He had coffee come out of his nose when I said that. Because you know he had coffee. Joy Bear is 82. I mean, she is pretty old. I wonder how old Whoopi is. Whoopi can't be much younger.
She's definitely 70s, I would think.
Let me see if I find out. Oh, I hate to even top this in there.
Yeah, you got to take your search engine now.
I know. What the heck?
The leftist communists who are monitoring us from afar are going, hey, a redneck just punched in Whoopi's.
She's 69.
Well, right there. Definitely 70.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant how she looked. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I was going by her actual age. I mean, she looks a lot.
That was a joke.
They were showing Bill Clinton the other day. He's looking worse than Biden and can't get around hardly,
He
wearing
does.
slippers with a suit.
He's been sickly for a while.
You know, the movie Kindergarten Cop, where, you know, everybody's sitting, you had that one little kid in the back and goes, it might be a tumor. You know, and Arnold finally gets mad and goes, it's not a tumor. I just see Bill Clinton walking around looking all rough like he is in his suit with his slippers and going, it's not syphilis.
I think it was Yasser Arafat. They always claimed it was AIDS that took him out.
No. They went back and figured it out. With a name like Yasser, you know somebody took him out just because of his name. Yasser Arafat.
I think the hot rumors were that due to his, we'll just say in that part of the world, there's a sick, perverted thing that happens among a lot of those groups, and that he got AIDS from that.
Huh? Then you can't tell me that at least one good thing didn't come from it.
Ow, that hurt.
Yeah, you should do it this way. Beat down. Well, never mind. Just do it any way you want to.
And could obese, white, crazy chicks not be standing in front of ICE vehicles? Could we just get that settled? I mean, it's not made for TV viewing. Screaming, kill me, don't kill me, or whatever she was saying.
Oh my gosh. You know, this is how far this country has degenerated. Used to, you'd have those hot rod magazines, you know, where they have like this classic hot rod and this 25-year-old hottie bent over the top of it, wearing some Daisy Dukes and a tank top, looking all sexy and stuff. We've gone from that to this, the fat chick in front of the ICE vehicle. That's how far this country has degenerated. Come on. With purple mohawks.
I mean, where do they come from? They're crazy. Where have they been hiding at? I mean, I don't see them. I don't. When I go out in the world, I never see these people. But they show up to every event.
Oh, dude, Walmart Saturday night, right after the bars close. They had to stop in at Walmart, get some more tampons before they go home. And that's the guys. We're not going to talk about the girl. Come on now. Telling you. Walmart, Saturday night after the bar's closed.
Hey, listen, there's something that happens to some white women who, when they hit their 40s, the Karens come out. I mean, they're crazy. It's always them. They're in the fights and stuff, you know. I mean, loud. Some of them are podcasters. Some of them crazy. Where do they come from?
You think that big girl from the ice vehicle? You think she's a podcaster, maybe?
Oh, she's definitely trying to get a TikTok out of it.
I guarantee you, if we could get her on the show, we could have some laughs.
What are you trying to get a date?
For Steve. There went more coffee out Steve's nose.
I mean, it's just this crazy, the crazy hair. It's the eyes. I always notice the eyes. Crazy. They got that crazed look.
It's just like that girl. I think it was a girl. Maybe it was a boy. I don't know. When Hillary lost the first, against Trump, and she's up there screaming. It was very iconic. No! Was it a girl or was that a boy? I don't know. Don't care. But, she had crazy eyes too. A lot of them have crazy eyes.
Elizabeth Warren, she's got crazy eyes.
She's got googly eyes. She needs to get some of the plastic eyes.
Hey, sorry, Steve. AOC has crazy eyes. AOC. Sorry, Steve. Steve-O. It's always the eyes, man. Cray.
Yeah. She look a little crazy. Broski says, I got to read this out, Broski. You're making me do this. That's why I haven't dated American women for decades. They're the worst. They all think they're men, and beta males walk around saying things like, happy wife, happy life. Amazing. So what nationality do you date, Broski? I'm going to regret asking that. I know I am. I've just walked right into his trap. I know I'm going to regret it, but go for it, Broski. I asked. She's the boss. That's how you know you've lost your soul. Michael says Elizabeth Warren's Indian name is Crazy Eyes. Asian or Brazilian?
Hey, there's a huge Brazilian population in Atlanta. Huge.
And I'm going to say this. That kind of surprises me. Asian women are known for being petite and very, how's a nice way to put this? Flat-butted. Their behind looks like just a straight line down. There's no curvature to it. Brazilian women are known to having a badonkadonk, a great old big hiney. We call that apple-butted down here in South Georgia, where it just kind of goes way on out there. That seems to me like you have a wide range of interest there. from the narrow and flat to the whoa.
Little did I know that when we started the podcast, Rob would be the butt connoisseur of.
Hey, look. Let me go ahead and go on record.
Oh, this ought to be good.
Everybody has things that they like in life and things that they can appreciate. Okay? That is something that I can definitely get behind. Hate to see you leave, but love to watch you go. That kind of thing. Just saying. What? It's like fine art, dude. Come on. They have beauty contests every day. It ain't like guys don't notice. We look, we got eyes. We're allowed. We don't have to be perverts about it or anything, but we can give a quick glance. unless you're Steve and it's AOC.
Are these crazy women the ones that show up at Dunkin' Donuts and go ballistic because they don't have their favorite donut for sale?
Yes.
They're out.
Yes. They go in there and they say, you had one dad-blame job to do this morning, and that was to make my donuts. You had one job to do, and you failed. Now, give me 2 of them crullers over there and let me get on my way. I'll take a bear claw.
A lot of them are employed as babysitters and or daycare workers.
Oh no, that's
the stories are endless.
That is a scary thought.
Or home health care workers.
Dude, no. Don't say that. We're getting up too old in age to be talking about stuff like that. We got to start a movement now.
Well, don't worry. You won't get much older with that kind of person in your care, with your care. You better set up cameras.
Dude, you better set up more than cameras. She could eat cameras. What you're talking about. Oh.
I just, it's crazy. It's like there's this Twilight Zone episode where when certain people at a certain age with a certain demographic, they're just crazy. It's a lot of them. It's not everybody, but it's a lot of them. The internet is filled with these stories.
Yeah.
Filled with them. And everybody laughs about it. Go, yeah, typical. We see it again, time and time again. I mean, is oxygen being sucked from the brain? What's happened? That, they've lived otherwise normal lives and they get to a certain age and all of a sudden they're off the chain. It's crazy.
We're not going to do this normal thing anymore. We're tired of it. Oh, that's what it is. That's what it is. They figure when they get to a certain age, well, the hell with it. They're going to do what they want to do and say what they want to say. They don't care no more. Go ahead. Say something about my butt one more time. Take that, Rob.
I saw a video the other day that it was a same type of MO. The lady's a little bit older. She was in her 50s for sure. Screaming at the flight attendant to get this animal away from her because he had a MAGA hat on. Screaming, called him an animal. This disgusting animal who's wearing a MAGA hat. Just went absolutely bonkers.
Wow. Broski said, he's talking about Asians and Brazilian. They both beat American women in our Olympic events by a lot. He said American women get fat by making some crap, mac and cheese, microwave hot dogs, and drinking White Claw. I think he just described that woman that was on the ice vehicle.
To be fair, the prosecutor, down there in Atlanta, she said her drink was Grey Goose, if I remember right. The one that Rob swore was wearing her dress backwards.
Yes.
That's true, Broski Bear.
Yeah.
I ain't said nothing.
Can you blame them? Oh my gosh.
No, that's called tied up and beat to death in the middle of the night.
Gosh. WWE SmackDown. Oh. Wide Women Wrestling. WWE Wide Women Entertainment.
Guy wakes up, head trauma. Because they didn't have the he didn't get the 2 scoops. He only got 1.
You're right, Broski. But some guys are small. Okay. I'm just saying they're little fellers, and they're kind of short, and they're scared. They're intimidated. And so, I mean, I'm just saying, They're short, like Michael. And, sorry, Michael, dropped me out. He pulled me out. I didn't mean to.
It reminds me of The Godfather where he slaps that guy. Act like a man. What's the matter with you? He's whining. I don't know what I'm going to do. Is there like a self-help class for a bunch of these little skinny short dudes and they show up and say, hey, my name is Phil. Yes, I too have a wife who beats. I can't do anything with her. It's like Fredo. I'm sorry, Michael. I can't do anything with her.
There is a class for it, for men to deal with stuff like that. It's called Women's Self-Defense. I'm sorry. That wasn't nice.
Oh, man.
Look, in this day and age, though, they talk about, men hitting women and how low life you are. Nobody ever talks about the other side of it. And it happens a lot with women hitting men. And I've heard more and more and more about that. So you got to throw that side in there too. I mean, like we're just talking about, and they're not always these big purple-haired, mohawked women that get slammed up or leaning up against ice vehicles. That's not always the case. So there is that to think about. You hear about that happening more and more. Go ahead, Dave. You're laughing way too hard.
I'm not laughing at that. I was just laughing. I just got the image of these little dudes, sniffly. They're sickly. They're the kind of guy that carried a handkerchief all the way through high school. We had it right there at their mouth. They're smart. They made a lot of money, but they married bad. And they're calling their mom, whispering, "Sorry, Mom. I think I heard her. I got to go."
Sorry, Mom. I think she's bleeding. I've got to run.
Rob.
What?
Rob.
What?
Oh.
Broski said, oh, no. Broski said, I had to vote Democrat or my wife wouldn't sleep with me anymore. She's mad. She's passionate about it. Did you actually vote Democrat or did you tell her you voted Democrat? Now, this is a fine distinction. Fine but important distinction here, Broski. Okay? This is important. There's a distinction between these two things. So,
good morning, Dialogue Box. She says, I know loads of women who have beaten men and say they cry wolf when they hit back.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you. It's not just me.
Oh, he said that's not him.
Oh. I thought you were talking. Well, you said right up here, you said I had to vote Democrat or my wife wouldn't sleep with me anymore. She got mad. She's passionate about it. How am I supposed to make a distinction that you're not talking about yourself? Oh, you get as bad as one of these women get acting all aggressive at Target.
Good morning to you, Miss Regina. You're awesome. It's so good to have you here.
Yes,
I hope you're well.
I've done nothing but pull the Republican handle on every election I've ever voted in. Whew. I'm glad you didn't put a S on the end of Republican. That would have made me wonder.
Broski's going down the road beating on the dash. No, Rob, you're not talking about me. I'm not one of those dudes. And Steve-O in Ohio's going, did Rob just call me beta? What's going on here?
Steve's not in here, Broski. Sorry. Hey. Dave, are you going to continue on? I got to get off. I got to do some
Happy
traveling
Monday,
today.
folks. We We got to go.
No, you keep on if you want to. I do have to get going though. If you want to keep going, keep going. This is a fun one. Y'all can make fun of me while I'm on.
We'll hang on for a few minutes.
All right. Hey, y'all have a great day. Great Monday. Salute. I'll see y'all tonight. Have a good one, Dave.
See you, man. Be careful on your trip.
All right.
Don't get beat up.
We'll try not to. Stay away from the beta cups. The new modern docile man. Happy wife, happy life.
Oh, bless you, Miss Regina.
Yes.
Have a great day as well.
You
In
too,
England, Miss Jeneth, have a good day. You got to work today, Miss Jeneth? You got to work? I assume since you're up early, you have to work today. I am on vacation this week, but I do have a lot of work to get done for the business side of things, but we'll hang for a few minutes. Tomorrow I'll be in elections all day. I'll come on very early, I think, and very late. I'll be tired, but I want to do it. Yeah, you too, man. Have a good day out there. Y'all be blessed. Be safe. Keep the world at bay. Don't let the world grab you. You grab the world. It ought to be an interesting week. We got the ongoing Israel-Iran war, Russia-Ukraine. Off for 4 weeks. The kids are at camp. My cats woke me up. They said it's time to get up. Did they sing a little song to you? It's time to get up. Feed me, water me, leave me alone. I want to tell you, we got this little dog. She hates my guts. She was a rescue, and I think a man beat her, so she don't like men. She hates men. She likes kids and most women. Not all women, most women. My wife, who's having a harder time getting around, she's using a walker. I was in the studio yesterday morning. And I told my wife, and I wasn't thinking about her taking a little more time to get out the door. I said, be in the car. Time I come out of the studio, we'll just hit the road, go to church. I'm locking the studio up, and I hear this chirp, and that dog listens for me. She likes to bark at me, and I swear she has super hearing. When I come out of the studio, most days, she'll bark. She can't even see me. She got great hearing, so she knows or just knows it's about time. So anyway, I'm thinking in the back of my head as I'm locking the studio up, that bark sounded really close. Then I thought, I could have swore I heard something running through the grass. I'm like, oh, no. Tell me the dog is not out. Now, here's the deal. Now, the dog will come to my wife sometimes. That dog will never come to me, ever. The granddaughter is up with her mom because the grandmother died, and she's been staying up there as they go through that and spending some time with her brothers. She's not here. Other kids were not up. I've got a couple other kids that will help. And I thought, we'll never get that dog back. I'm like, oh my gosh, we're going to be late for church. But my wife opened the car door, and she thought she was going for a ride with my wife, so she jumped in. But that dog, I had to take her back in. She didn't like I grabbed her. Boy, she just tolerates me. She don't like me. But I was like, I can't believe this. The dog is on the loose, busted out, running. Kaylee takes her out all the time, but she won't even let me walk her. She will fight against it don't work. I tried. I told she's a little Chihuahua something mix. Oh man. She's big in her mouth. She don't like me though. She does not like Dave. Sometimes she's like a kid too. She'll like bark. I'll say, I'll just go in there with yourself. It's like she won't let me get the last word. It's like I'll say something and she'll bark. I said, are you talking to me? She'll bark again. I'll say, go on and have a good night. And she'll always bark one last time. Won't let me get the last word. I have had her walk in the room and give me 2 barks and just look at me like, yeah, take that, and then walk back. She don't like me. She loves kids, though. She loves kids. Very, very protective of my granddaughter, though. If she was bigger, she'd be vicious. Oh, my goodness. I do hope everybody has a great day. We'll be on tonight, Mama said, at 8 bells Eastern Standard Time. I hope Miss Elizabeth's back. We hope. I think we're going to move our sports show to 6 p.m. tonight because of elections tomorrow. I cannot do. So I will find out a little bit later in the morning, and we'll talk. I said sports. I meant racing, the racing hour. We'll talk Mexico City, lots of storylines. And then the sports show, I'm not sure which day. I think that will actually be Thursday. So we'll get that one in. Of course, also the MAGA Minute, or not MAGA, excuse me, the MAGA Report tonight. We have that. If you're ever up early, and I mean early, I do an audio show on Podbean, which goes not live. It sends out directly when it's over to the MP3 sites. But if you have the Podbean app, we're an affiliate with Podbean. I do a live show early before this show, Monday through Friday. It's 30 minutes. It's called the Cornbread Man Morning Show. That's been going for a couple of weeks now. So it's been going pretty well. So Podbean's a great app to have. So just so you know. Pray for the country. Pray for the ongoing situations we have in our country as we navigate the mess that we're in. And again, have a great Monday. Me and my son's going to try to attempt to mow the yard today. This weather, rain, gets hot. We're busy when it's hot. Then it rains again. It's just back and forth, and I don't have time to. The yard's getting up again. It doesn't take long. It's frustrating. It's like when we get back, we'll get the yard mowed. Storm hits. It's like, what in the world? It's crazy. So we have it. It looks either mowed or it looks like a jungle. We'll get it mowed, and then it becomes a jungle. We've been in this cycle for several weeks now. It'll look great, and then it's like jungle. It grows. I mean, grows like overnight. It looks like it grows a foot. It's crazy. It is really getting the perfect mixture to just explode. Good sun and heat while we're working and stuff. We get home, it rains, and it just explodes. But we'll see you tonight on the Mama Said show. Hopefully Mama will be back. Don't know what the topic will be yet. I was waiting on a couple of topics till Miss Elizabeth came back. We hope to get into that when she gets back. I have a couple in the burner, as I say, ready to go. But we did need her to be back. We want to get her insight. Also, don't forget the new show, Southern Fried Vent, on Wednesday nights. 1 hour into as soon as the 1 hour is up for the Hump Day views. Having fun with that. This week we're going to start doing a lot of things in the second half. On the premium side of Rumble. This week we're going to have President Trump's top 10 vents of the week. President Trump's top 10 vents of the week in the second half. Other surprises, giveaways are coming. So we're looking forward to really getting that show off the ground and getting it boosted and going and everything. So we have also, if you don't see them, hopefully you do, we have the MAGA Minute, Bible Devotion, and conservative quotes from history. We have those that go out most days. Some days, just not possible to get them out every day. It's too busy. But we try to get those programmed up and out. I got to get them up and out this morning. And like I said, we'll be working on the coffee. The coffee this week. We have, and by the way, we'll probably let you faithful viewers, one of the names, I'll throw out one of the names probably tonight. And we'll let you kind of knock around some names. We'll have part of it. But we're going to see if we can get fan vote for the second one, get a consensus of something. You may think up something that we never even thought of. We have 8 blends that are ready to go. There's a couple names we're still trying to work on. We have 4 for sure that the names are set. Logos for 2 of those I feel good about. I'll be working on logos this week too. 2 more names we've got to do, or 3 more names we've got. Well, if actually 4, we got to work on them. One is a total revamp. It just doesn't work. We're bouncing ideas back and forth, but one of those we're going to leave for you guys. And if I had to guess right now, it'll be the Hump Day. There's 2 choices here: the Hump Day coffee name and or the Redneck. Rob wants a Redneck, and I'm okay with Redneck, but one he came up with, I didn't care for. It just didn't zing. It didn't have zing to it. So we're looking for things that are short, really hits, rolls off the tongue, and we'll let you guys have the vote on that. We'll get a consensus of things tonight, starting tonight, and then we'll move into. By the end of the week, I need to have it though, so I can get the logos up. I'm going to contact them today and start making the business side of the deal. But we will have to get our logos up pretty quickly because it won't take long. And the coffee I've been drinking in fact, I'm drinking the coffee this morning. I'm drinking a Peru blend. That's not what it'll be called. This is a good blend. That's what's in my coffee cup this morning. We're changing the name, but it is every blend I've had has been really good. There's a couple of them that just, wow. So great. The Peru blend is really good. I don't know what it'll end up. We'll have a light to dark, smooth. We're gonna have one. The Redneck one is gonna be a kicker. I mean, that's gonna be the one that makes your eyeballs pop out of your head. We hope. We hope. But we're finally getting around to that. I wanted to have it by June 1st. Didn't happen. So much going on, but we had some business things to put in place. We're going to get that done. So this week, when I'm not doing shows and not taking care of my wife or getting things done around the house, it's all going to be content creation, getting the business side of things and or some things updated in the store and stuff like that. So that's what I'm going to work on this week. So I'm still working. I'm just not at my regular job, but I'll be checking in with them too. But I rarely take a whole week off, so I'm taking a whole week off this week. And who knows? If I have a really good week, we might have a pop-up. I hope to go to, I'm not going to say the destination because every time I say destination, it never works. If I get a lot done in the first part of the week, I'm hoping to take me and my wife on a little drive and hopefully meet up with some other content creators that we have been around for a bit. And have lunch with them, but we'll see. That'll be later in the week. Depends on how much work I get done. But we'll definitely have that. So very, very busy week. We'll give you updates about the election. Public Service Commissioner is a pretty important role. So this is the primary. If you're in the state of Georgia, if you haven't already voted, and most people have not, Tuesday, tomorrow, you can't. Early voting's over. Go vote. There is probably, sadly, going to be a runoff on the Democratic side. That's going to cause us to have a runoff for that one position. The Republican side it's the incumbent. There's a new arrival. Who knows how that'll go out? I would think the incumbent is going to be strong there, but who knows? But it shouldn't be a runoff. But this is important for you to get your vote out. Take the time Tuesday to stop in and cast your vote because the turnout is very low across the state. I know it is because it's horrible in my county. So anyway, take the time to go. It's important. And it is important the thing they do. So it is an election. It's not a biggie, as they say, but it is an election. So we treat it. It has no differences to it. It's just that we don't have as many machines at the precinct. We will do everything is exactly the same. You don't change anything. It's an election. Doesn't matter if it's 1 seat or 50. It's what it is. So it's a long day. It's about 15 hours, closing in on 16 time I get home. So it's a long day, but I do enjoy the team I work with. I enjoy serving my county. in my state, and my community. So it's a great group of people to be associated with. Many of them, many years, even decades of service to their community in this way. And I have made so many friends, great friends, and they're just like me. They're all different types, and a lot of them are funny and crazy, and that's just, I enjoy being around that. But they really enjoy life, and I like that. You got to have that if you're going to do that kind of job. Now, a lot of them retired. They served in other roles, but as they retired, they became and been working in this before they retired. But even in retirement, they do it every election, and they're dedicated to it, and they make it fun. They're really awesome people. I've posted a picture before that from the outside. You can't do that from inside, but from outside the precinct, we had some fun with one of our elections. There's a crazy picture of me and one of the workers dressed as a nun. We had some fun with that. It was around that Halloween time, I think. So I think it was actually early voting or something before November. It was around that time. So some of the people dressed up. So boy, do we have fun with that. All right. Have a great day. We'll go out with some music, and I do got to get busy and get moving. And I have not drank enough coffee. That's for sure. So let me pull up a little bit of what song. And by the way, the Jub and Bubba show will air this week. That's another thing we're going to get finished up. Half the show's in the can. I've just been so busy, I haven't got half the show, but we're going to get that done this week too. We'll probably have it done by Thursday. My hope was last Tuesday. It just didn't happen. Too many things going on. But we'll get it. We'll get it. It happens. Have a great day.
Get up, pray up, coffee up. Welcome to the morning show with Dave and Rob on the Southern Fried Podcast. We get you up, we start you right, we rock your mornings all the time. Grab your coffee and your smile, join on in for a while. Hear that rooster sing, coffee's ready for a flame. Southern Fried has news for you. Updates on life's going on, and maybe a joke or two. Get up, pray up, and coffee up. Welcome to the morning show with Dave and Rob on the Southern Fried Podcast. We get you up, we start you right, we rock your mornings all the time. Grab your coffee and your smile, join on in for a while.
Hey man, I just want to tell you about this new country show where everybody gets to vent their frustrations about whatever's got them down. Here's how it goes. It's a Southern Fried Vent Show where everybody can vent out their frustrations. Come on down if you got something to get off your chest. It's a Southern Fried Vent Show where everybody can vent out their frustrations. And if you're not satisfied, then don't come back. This woman told me the other day that her boyfriend didn't text her back. She was mad about it. And I said, you know what? You need to go on the Southern Fried Vent Show. You can talk about it all you want. Here's what you need to do. You need to get on the Southern Fried Vent Show where everybody can vent out their frustrations. Come on down if you got something to get off your chest. It's a Southern Fried Vent Show where everybody can vent out their frustrations. And if you're not satisfied,